question.
Absolutely. First of all, that organization doesn't speak for me as a parent. That organization doesn't speak for parents across that state that have kids. I speak for someone who has 3 kids. I speak for someone, we all know that the opioid addiction is out of control in this state. And we all know that what this bill would do is say, if your child was under the age of 18 and went in for some addiction, as I understand the law, and did that, emailed that the day before, that I want the EOB to go someplace else and went in for addiction treatment the next day, that parent would not know. I will tell you that the parents that I talk to and the parents that I know we've all heard from, probably the most common thing we hear is, I didn't know my son, I didn't know my daughter was addicted. I just didn't know. I didn't know how bad it was. If I knew, damn right I would have interceded into that life of my child or my grandson, and I would have stopped it, whatever that took. Because that life matters more than the blue statutes behind me. That's what I hear. And what this bill does is say, yeah, you know what? We talk a lot about drug addiction in this building, but what this bill says is a 16 or 17-year-old is addicted to opioids. Parent, you're going to be in the dark if the kid wants you to be in the dark. And I would defy anybody in this chamber to say an opioid-addicted 16-year-old is going to say, I want my parents to know, so I won't do this waiver. Of course the kid's going to sign the darn waiver. He's hooked on drugs. And a parent's going to wake up to a dead child, and I object to that policy. I object to that policy. This isn't about domestic violence. This is about saving kids' lives with a parent who loves them and cares for them and makes sure they're safe every day of the week. Not some organization who shows up for who knows what self-serving purpose they show up for. They don't take care of my child. I take care of my child. I have that responsibility. It ends and begins with me. And you're taking a red flag away from me to save my kid. And I object to it. It's not the policy we should have in this state. That's not the direction we should go, no matter what's on the other side of the ledger. If this is about because we want kids who want to have abortion, their parents don't know about it, I get that argument. But that's one argument. Let's look at the other side. What is at risk for that? What is at risk for that? Opioid addiction, what is worse in this country? Can anybody tell me what has most afflicted our kids in Connecticut and anywhere across this country? Opioids, addiction. And we are going to give a pass if we pass this bill and say no red flag, no notice, parents, because we think that child who's addicted knows better than you. I object to that policy. Thank you, Mr. President.